There's the posse.
Welcome to another episode of the Relic Posse. We're back not too far from where I found that War of 1812 button on our last video. We've been waiting all summer for this corn to be clear, and it finally is, so we're really looking forward. We've only got a couple hours tonight, but hopefully we're going to find some good stuff. So saddle up. Time to take another ride with the posse. And hit that subscribe button. Please hit it.
Alright, this is about my fourth hole. I've had a lot of tin cans. This is my fourth hole, like I said, and got myself a half real. It's pretty worn, but you can see it. It's close to the road. Bill did some research here, and right in here somewhere, we're not sure if it's on this side of the road or where they are over there, there was an old tavern back in the 1800s. And apparently there was also a school over by where those the farm is there. Kind of cool having a school right next to a tavern, huh? But anyway, nice find. This actually might be my first New York half real. I think the only one I found before was in Virginia. Cool.
Well, I hear Chris just dug a silver half real not too long ago. This is my first good signal. A few pieces of tin. I almost gave up on this. It's so tiny. In fact, it's so tiny I'm not seeing it again. There we go. Little cuff button. Small, the shaft. Shank is still there. Little smush, not too bad though. Nothing really on it, but love digging the buttons. Hopefully the next one will have something a little better on it. And there we go. Like I said, pretty small, no decoration on the front. Can still see the shank back there. Pretty cool. Hopefully the next one will have something more identifiable on it, but I like buttons. Let's see what we find next. Well, I just found my second, not piece of tin foil. There's a lot of cans cut up, a lot of aluminum. I think it's a bird tag. Nice and silver, silverish. I don't think it's made of silver. And it's definitely got writing on it. Seven something 737, I think. 8671 or a 4. I don't know. Bird tag of some kind from Chadwick's. Like I said, a couple miles down the road. Interesting, whatever it is. And there it is. Not sure if you can make out the writing or not, but I'm guessing bird tag of some kind. If anybody else knows differently, let me know in the comments below. Let's see what we find next.
Well, this one didn't really ring up too well. It's an old pocket knife. I'm not sure how old. It doesn't look ancient, but it's pretty nice shape. Can't tell if that's a bone handle or what that's made of. Pretty cool though. It says something on it. Looks like Renzy, R-E-N-Z-Y. Not quite sure, but I'll check it out and let you know. Okay, my vision is way off. Not Renzy. It says Kent, K-E-N-T, Kent. It's a good thing I have these things. Nice shape though, I like it.
Well, the pickings have been far and few between, or few and far between. I'm not sure how the saying goes. This is only my third time I filmed tonight, but found an old spoon. Bent over, looks like it was a small one. But I think it's intact. I don't see any decoration on it. Seems pretty old though. At least there's sign that somebody was here. And there it is. Kind of an interesting design, but like I said, no markings. The handle's odd. I wonder if it was like a travel spoon or something that they ate out in the fields and lost this. But don't find too many spoons, so I enjoy them when I find them. Hopefully it's starting to get dark, but maybe we got time for at least one more find. We'll see.
Well, it's been quite a while since I found anything. It's actually getting dark out now. But it looks like maybe the hood of a Matchbox car. Either that or the back end. I'm not sure if that's the trunk or the hood, but pretty sure that's what that is. I looked around. I can't find any other pieces to it, so. Alrighty. Well, it's getting dark out now, and Mike claims that he found something really good.
Well,
Let's see what he's got.
Today. I was getting really worried. We've gone all day without a washer, but look at this. Look at this baby. Look at it. Got excited for a second. I thought I found silver.
It's nice and shiny.
It is. It was only like a 1/4 of an inch below the surface, but
You sure that's not a $50 with a bullet hole in it?
Wouldn't that be nice? Nope. But we've got our washer.
Alright, it's an episode. Only have a couple minutes of daylight left, if you want to call it that. And Mike keeps calling me over, so I can't
I'm cleaning up
I can't dig.
with the washers. Check that out. This one was a little deeper, about 10 feet away from the last. Another shiny beauty. And just so you don't think that I'm stacking them up and just doing the same one over and over again, look at those two. Reunited at last. Hopefully there's time for something else. You guys have gotten coins. I'm just getting washers.
Well, you got 2 coins with holes in them.
Yeah, that's it. One of the problems with October is it gets dark so fast. We only had a couple hours between work and dark, but that's okay. We're going to take a short intermission with Iinger Oktoberfest. Looks good, icy cold. Why don't you go grab a beer? You enjoy the intermission as well, and we're going to come back when it's nice and sunny.
And there's no pineapple in this one.
That's good. No pineapple.
2 weeks with no pineapple.
So
It's a wrap. Intermission.
Intermission.
It's an intermission.
enjoy the intermission.
Not bad yet. No pineapple.
Loving it.
Okay. All right.
Done with
Intermission is
intermission.
over.
I feel quite refreshed.
All ready to get back on it and do some digging. So we're in a new field and we're going to give it a shot.
Let's do it.
For a little while now, I've dug a couple of holes, just junk. But I just found what I think is a diamond ring. Looks like the diamond might have fallen off though. So I just have the ring part. Pretty cool though, huh?
All right, my third hole in this field, found a piece of iron and some tin, but number 3, some kind of horse tack, I think. I don't know if it's a stirrup or what it is. Interesting looking. If anybody knows, let me know. And there she is, almost thinking that it could be a stirrup. Put your foot in there, kind of small, but if you have other thoughts, please put them in the comments. Let's see what we find next. There it is. Definitely shaped like a button. Nice and large like a dandy. The shank's a little funny looking though, if you can see that. Bent over, but not really sure if that's a shank or, like I said, something that goes on a saddle. Either way, it's old, it's cool. If anybody knows for sure, let me know in the comments below.
Well, we have moved on to a different field. And I think that's just a piece of buckshot. Too small to be a round ball. Unless it's a pistol one, but I think it's a piece of buckshot. It's kind of patinaed, so it's kind of old, but it's not all patina, so probably turn of the century. Oh well, on to the next. Well, so far I've found 4 rings to pull tabs. I finally found a full one. Looks like a 1968 Stockman. It's just an ordinary one though, not a gold edition or anything, but it's definitely a Stockman. You can tell by the 2 nipples up on top there, and not bad. I like it. It's gonna go in my collection.
Well, I dug this a little further out in the field, came back to get my camera, and figured I'd film it here so I can hide behind the wind, or behind the car, away from the wind. I think it's a pewter button. It's got some kind of decoration on it. When I was brushing it off, I broke a little piece of it, so not really sure. Nothing on the back. Might have been a shank there at one point. Not 100% sure what this is, but it's got some decoration on it, so it was something. Alright. We'll have to see what we find next. A lot of mystery items today. Alright, not sure exactly what this is. A tag of some kind. Probably for a small animal. The number 28. And there she is, number 28.
Well, it's been a while for me, and I just in the middle of this corn stalk found a flat button. It has writing on the back. It says Imperial. Looks like the shank is either smashed or gone. It kind of looks like it's smashed down. I'm not sure if there's anything on the front. Looks kind of flat for a flat button, but I don't really see anything on the front. The back has Imperial on it, so I'll have to look that up. But I like my buttons.
Well, I'm right up here by the road now. I talked to the landowner a couple minutes ago. He did confirm there was a building right over here. And I just found my 3rd button of the day, my 4th button of the video. Nice old button. Still got some gold gilding on it. Loving it. And there we go. You can see the gold shining through on that. Unfortunately, it's not a gold button, just a little bit of surface. But the back, nice old back. Shank looks like it's been broken off, but an old gold button. Let's see what we find next.
I found this coin way over there. I've never seen one before. I don't know what it is. It says 1863 on it, and it almost looks like a Roman guy looking to the left. There's stars all the way around it. And it says something on the back, and it also has, at the bottom, it has 2 swords crossing. Neither of us have ever seen a coin like this. We're guessing maybe it's Canadian or something. If we can't figure it out later, can somebody out there that does know let us know. I'm guessing it's some kind of foreign coin. Bill thinks it might be either US or Canadian. If anybody knows, give us a shout. Leave it in the comments. Thank you.
Well, it's been a while. Chris and Bill have been hunting down here. I was way over the hill, slowly made my way. Didn't really find much, just found another button. Very small cuff button, but I think this is number 5. Another little tiny one. An old button nonetheless. And there she is. Like I said, very tiny, but it's old. Hopefully I'm going to get into some coins, but in the meantime, killing it with the buttons today. One of the problems about hunting fields is there's always trucks going by. Haven't found a coin yet, but this is something I used to find a lot more of. Haven't found in a while, but just found my first golf ball of the day. And there we go. One more golf ball for the practice bag. Maybe we'll find more of these on the way. Well, let's start with the wrap up. I think I'll go first because I got a lot of buttons, but I let those guys dig all the coins. Got a golf ball. This thing was at least 300 yards away from any of the houses, so if somebody drove it from their backyard, it's a hell of a drive. I'm lucky if I get 200, usually about 180. So I'm impressed. This one, we were kind of going back and forth. I was thinking stirrup. Bill thinks maybe it was a drawer pull. That could be. I like stirrup better, but one or the other. A couple of washers I got just before the intermission. This interesting spoon. There we go. This interesting spoon. I'm not sure exactly what kind of spoon it is. Must have been something small, made for portable. This thing, I don't think I filmed. Not sure exactly what it was, but found both pieces in the same hole. A couple of animal tags. This one's a bird tag from Chadwick's. And this one, all I know is it's the number 28. So, number 28. And 5 buttons. I got a dandy button, a couple small cuff buttons. Got this one, which we think was an old pewter button. Unfortunately, it started to crumble a little bit when I was cleaning it. And the last one, this one was just across the street here. Got a lot of gold gilding on it still. Probably a beauty when it was new, but most of the gold's been washed off. Still, neat old button. And that's all I got.
Alright, I will go second again. I found this knife the other day. It's a Kent knife. We looked it up, and I think it's like 1931 to 1955 they were made. It's a pretty knife. Let me see if I can clean it up and use it. Then I found this today. I think it's a hubcap off a Dodge. Old toy. Mike thinks it's off a water spigot, but I think I'm right. Then I got what I thought was a musket ball, but I think it's just a buckshot. And then Mike says this is brass knuckles. I think it's a diamond ring. It does say 14K on it. It's missing the diamond though. And then I got the flat button. It says Imperial on the back. You can see the shank is smashed. And it looks pretty smooth on the front, so I don't think there's any writing on the front there. I got this 1863 or 1868. Closer look, I think it's an 1868. I don't know what it is. It's penny size. And it looks like the bust has like a Roman helmet on it with the mohawk thing on top. But I might just be seeing things. It says something on the back. No idea what it says. If I figure it out later. And it also has a couple of sabers, a couple of swords down at the bottom crossed, which is kind of neat. Bill thinks it might be a Canadian coin. We're going to look that up. And he actually found a Canadian coin that you'll see in a minute. Probably, what, 100 yards from this one?
Yeah, it wasn't far.
And did I do the real yet?
Nope.
There's the real that I found a couple days ago, 1773. Like I said before, it's a cool year. I don't know why, it just is. And I think that's my first New York real, half real. And then this empty spot is a pull tab that I lost. It was a 1968. Some lucky lady or fella is going to find it someday and own it.
I stole it. It's on my it's going on my mantle.
Oh, see, I was going to put it in my collection. Alrighty, on to Billy.
All right. Today, first thing I found was this piece of pottery. It looks like maybe an old mug, old ceramic, earthenware mug.
That is
of
cool.
some sort. I found this horseshoe. That was actually a surface find on the way out. I was laying right on top of the field. And the other night, I found this 1800 drape bust large cent. And today, not too far from that, I found a 1814 classic head large cent. And that is obviously in a lot better condition. I mean, if you could see it in the camera, I don't know how well you can, but that's going to clean up really nice. It looks like somebody had that probably and dropped it fresh after they got it. And then coming out of the field, like Chris said, not too far from where he dug that coin. I thought this was going to be a half real, but it's actually an 1883 Canadian dime, and Mike said he believes they call those fish scales because they're so thin. But you could clearly make out the back really well and the front, but it is very thin. So for silver out of these fields, and for me anyway, Chris found that half real, but not a bad hunt.
All right, we're going to finish the way we had intermission with Oktoberfest. This one is a fresh Vermont beer by Zero Gravity Craft Brewery up in Burlington.
Don't know how good it's going to be, but at least it's fresh.
And it's Oktoberfest fresh.
And it's October. So.
Should we start over?
That's a wrap.
And that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Chris is thirsty.
I was thirsty.
Good.
That
is good.
Bum, bum.
No pineapple.
Take off, eh?